Yeah, well, I mean, he probably knew going into that game what he was going to fall back on. That's the nice thing about winning that first map is that basically in order for you to lose the series, you have to lose on your home turf. And that's what GiNkA's got going for him. Heaven on Earth kind of been the underdog story of this entire tournament. Nobody expected him in the grand finals or probably even this far, yet here he is, one game away from being the bane of the existence of GiNkA. I mean, GiNkA could go home and say, that Heaven on Earth guy's a real jerk.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, playing him in round 2, I didn't think he was going to get to round 3 of this tournament.
Yeah.
But things happen. Anyway, give some noise, guys, for Heaven on Earth and GiNkA. Game number 3. Tied 1-1. Again, the winner of this will advance to the grand finals of this glorious tournament sponsored by AT&T, NVIDIA, Twitch TV, TT Sports, and Red Bull.
Wow. That was really freaking fast.
That's right. I've had a lot of Red Bull.
That's good. You're a good advertisement for that, then.
That's good.
Now, GiNkA is going to go for the above ramp play. We've seen him on Zone Caverns a few times, actually. This is his go-to map. If his play is going to be anything like it was in the past, it's just strong, straight up, same tactics as before, only on this map they're made exponentially more powerful, because when a Zerg sees a Protoss army rolling towards it, he can't take it lightly. He's got to assume it's this Armageddon attack coming at him.
Yeah, and this would be a very interesting game. I mean, I remember the PVZ with GiNkA versus Hawk. GiNkA looks dominant on this map, so I'm sure he was thinking of that game when choosing this game. And putting down his gateway and gas as standard as can be. Drone going to be trying to take this hatchery, but the probe... Oh, going to block it.
Never going to catch me.
The drone has improved recently.
Well, stop it. Go away.
Oh, he has enough money.
He just lost.
Oh, he got it. Delayed a little bit.
I don't know. Could have gone a little bit longer, but you know what? It is what it is. GiNkA showed some phenomenal two-base play against Hawk. I think what he basically gauged the entire time, kind of talked about it during the cast, was you're not really adding corruptors. If I just keep building on this Colossus-based army, I should be able to just roll you over. And we saw, it was Hawk actually made the weird choice to engage in the middle of the map, split up his army, and Hawk was able to close him out. So, excuse me, not Hawk, GiNkA. So we'll have to see if GiNkA can do a repeat performance, and if he does, he's guaranteed himself a top 2 finish.
Yeah, and in that game, Hawk actually did some Roach Link shenanigans early on, while GiNkA went for Void Rays. So we'll have to see what Heaven on Earth ends up doing, and I'm wondering if GiNkA's going to go for that Void Ray play again.
It's a good map for it. I mean, because the third base is so hard to take, you can't stretch creep all the way around here, but also these rocks are quite the blockade. I mean, you're not going to have enough Zerglings to tear down those rocks and take a fast third. So whether or not GiNkA capitalizes on that, we'll have to see.
Oh, the drone gets in and sees it. GiNkA has been, it's a little awkward for him now.
Do you think he'll cancel? Will we see a cancel tech switch or just keep it going?
I don't think he's going to cancel it. Again, even if he sees these Void Rays, the main purpose is to deny that third, and he can still charge up on the rocks as well. I could be wrong, but GiNkA, please don't make me wrong. Please.
Got Axel toss in his corner.
Go.
And no cancel. Even a rally point pointed directly at that third. Okay.
Dodge the bullet. 50-50 chance, man.
Yep, so we'll have that Void Ray started just a moment. There it is.
And
because Italy is starting to go ahead and expand. This is what I call the MC build. It's something that MC did very well with at an MLG. Not this previous one, but the one where he did really well before that, defeating Idra. He actually used this build like 3 times in a row.
And something that you may need to consider is Heaven on Earth. He spotted the Stargate. What if he's thinking, oh, he's going to cancel that? There's probably that element to consider.
There is. If you ever get advantageous scouting like that, it becomes this weird. Is he, like you said, does he cancel? Does he not cancel? Then you start second guessing yourself. I have to believe that Heaven on Earth, is just going to go ahead and move forward under the assumption that Kelby's going to play the way he's been shown to be playing. I mean, well, there it is. It's confirmed. That's a Void Ray coming at you.
Yeah.
Now, he does have the Roach Warren down, presumably for any kind of different aggression, but perhaps to apply aggression on that expansion as well.
No Evo Chambers on the ground, so not going to go for any Spore Colors. Going to rely on the 3 queens here. There's no more queens in production, so only 3 queens on the field. Inca has stopped making Stargate units. Nothing coming out of that Stargate. Only 1 Void Ray to work with here.
I mean, I think he figures because it was scouted,
Yeah.
he's going to hedge his bets that the Zerg players may be over-prepared on the Stargate units. But as it turns out, HeavOnEarth has just enough. I mean, he read the play very, very well. And even droning up now.
Yeah, very nicely played by HeavOnEarth, basically predicting exactly what Inca was going to do. And Inca getting that Nexus down at his natural expansion. Cannon going down as well. Infestation Pit on the way for HeavOnEarth.
Already? Wow.
Very quick indeed. And do you think we're going to see a timing attack on 2 base before a third? With the
because, I mean, this is one of this is actually really scary for Inca. One of the weaknesses to a Stargate opener is that you follow that up with a robotics bay. There it is, a robotics facility, excuse me. But he's a long ways away from Colossus, and when you head towards Colossus, you typically don't have a lot of gateway units. So the nice little tech choice that kind of cuts right down the middle is an Infested Terran Ling attack timing. It just puts a lot of bodies in front of the Protoss player, and the DPS of those Infested Terrans is really, really high.
And Inca does have a hallucinated Phoenix. Or that is not. Is that hallucinated? No, it's not hallucinated. He has a Phoenix flying around, scouting. Did he see the Infestation Pit? I can't.
I'll check for you.
All right, thank you. It's hard for me.
He did. He did scout that out, so he knows exactly what he's facing. He's going to get another look-see here. But he has already seen that Infestation Pit, and did he see the Evolution Chambers? Yep, he saw those as well. So he knows everything that's going on.
And interestingly enough, no burrow. I mean, a lot of Zerg players like to get burrow like right away when they go Investors and try to go for that Infested Terran push onto the natural expansion of their opponent, but it doesn't look like HeavOnEarth wants to do that. And taking down the rocks to this gold, and it looks like that drone is getting prepared to expand in the bottom right. That's exactly what he's going to do. So, Infestors just for defense, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad tech choice on this map in general, even if you're not going to go for that timing. The double evolution chambers really scales upward nicely. Very, very rarely can a Protoss player keep pace with those kind of upgrades. But also, the Infestation Pit gives you access to a pretty fast hive, which can be anywhere from fast Ultralisk to fast Broodlord. I'll tell you this, it's actually not smart to say this on stream, but my personal fear, and I think really hard for Protoss to handle, is a super fast 3-base Broodlord timing where you just don't have enough Blink Stalkers to handle it. You can't make enough Stargate units, and it's really problematic for us. But I don't know if we're going to face that here.
Yeah, and I hope no Zerg players are listening who are going to MLG Providence.
Right.
You'll be fine.
Or maybe I want them to hear that.
That's like super crazy metagame, dude.
Who knows? Who knows what's going on?
I'm so confused right now.
I'm confused too.
Audience is too.
And this Phoenix... okay, well that was just silly. I mean, the nice thing about it is he's only got 1 Phoenix, so might as well use some of that magic. But what it does is it cancels the action of the drone. So maybe he never finds out that he's down a gas and Inca wins the game because of a Graviton Beam. Who knows?
Could happen.
I'd like him to use it to pick up Infestors, though, as the game goes on.
Yes, definitely Inca probably planning on doing that, but something I want to note here. Look at this creep spread from HeavOnEarth right now.
Yeah, this is actually insane.
Going up the left side, approaching his opponent's goal along the right side as well. Inca needs to start trying to deny this creep as fast as he can, but the thing about this map, if you leave your natural expansion, you're so exposed, so Inca just going to chill for now. I don't think he knows about... Yes, he does know about the extent of this creep spread, so feels like he needs to address that at some point, Jeff.
I think this is fast Broodlord.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Insta-pause. Okay. And the Spire has finished. What's going to come of it? Nothing just yet. No Greater Spire. He is still on lair tech. I guess that would be hard to make a Greater Spire after only having a lair.
And no Parasite is on the way, so very interesting. Probably going to try to target down Immortals, maybe Void Rays.
And Inca's getting Storm and Templar off a 2 base as well. I think he, let's see if he's abandoned the Colossus tech entirely. Did he upgrade range? Where is it? You know what? He never made it.
He doesn't, yeah. No
didn't
robotics,
even go that far.
robotics thing.
This is scary stuff. This is actually really scary stuff. This is, there's a lot of Zerg out there. I mean, if he gets some feedbacks on those infestors, then it's just such a big if. Like, the entire fate of, in my opinion, Inca's ability to win this game resides on those Templar. That's it.
Yeah, and if he can get some money storms on these Zerglings and then feedback the infestors, that would be huge for him. But right now, the Zerglings are going to surround that probe. I don't think all of them are needed to do that.
I'm scared, Axel. I gotta admit for you. I mean, these are 2/2 Zerglings. Zerg is now about to have Hive. He's on base. He's poised to take the high yield. And there's so much creep everywhere. Inca's a ways away from expanding to any base.
Yeah.
Right, that queen just died. Now, it looks like Inca's pushing out a little bit here. And you might be wondering how many Zerglings that is. It's 150 Zerglings.
Wow. And 20 more on the way.
I just did... Oh!
170, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Not anymore, though, because some died, right?
160.
60. I may be bad at math, or some Zerglings died there.
There's that Greater Spire I was talking about. A lot of Zerglings are wounded, but they will heal pretty quick. Don't have a lot of health to heal. Now Inca's pushing out, and it's those Templar right here. He only has 5 of them. That's actually not that many.
Leading with them. Infestor's coming forward, needs to be careful.
Doesn't want to feedback those. They didn't have anything. They had no juice as far as I'm concerned. Like maybe one fungal. It's these guys over here that have all the juice.
Here we go. Storm's going down from Inca, hitting a large majority of those Zerglings. HeavOnEarth has to be very, very careful. Fungal's going down onto the army of Inca, and he's coming forward now. Storm's his entire army.
Storm's killing everything. There's the beach ball, so does Inca have enough? The infested terrorists are starting to pop out, but they're going down pretty quick.
Their units are really good.
Inca still stands, but here come the Zerglings! And Inca's getting surrounded! It doesn't look good. He's lost the Immortal. The sentries are all gone. The Templar are dead. Are these Archons strong enough?
Reinforcements are going to tell the story here. A lot of Zerglings on the way for HeavOnEarth. Infested Terrans getting sniped away. Zealots coming forward from Inca, but going directly to the third rather than reinforcing this. I don't know if you can call it an army.
Yeah, and there are spine cars over there. A lot of Zerglings getting here really quick. And the Archons have been separated. They're just chilling. Inca with a little bit of army control, and now the Zerglings seem to be running over. Big storm's going to go down! And they funnel all the Zerglings into it, but I don't know if it's enough.
Inca reinforcing with some more Zealots here should make the difference, and Inca and HeavOnEarth are very evenly matched. 97 to 94 supply right now. I don't know who to give the edge to, Jeff.
I literally, it's too close to call. The Zealots don't have charge, actually, interesting to note here, and the Archon's still chilling in the middle of the map. Inca has pushed in, this base is dislodged. Inca, meanwhile, taking the right side base, getting himself, the Zerg's going to fall back on a 2-base economy, but here's the problem.
Yes.
We have Broodlords morphing in, and I don't know, Inca has nothing to kill him. He's got nothing to kill those right now.
Yeah, I mean, ideally he would scout it out, maybe make another Void Raider after that, out of that Stargate that he has on the field. Definitely needs some anti-air in this composition. Only has those Archons, and I guess High Templar. But this is a very interesting situation here. HeavOnEarth losing that third, but still has a bunch of Broodlords. 1, 2, 3, 4, with one more in production. Drone's going to be long distance mining to the gold. Natural almost dried out. And look at this army from Inca.
This is going to take absolute hero army control. Inca literally has 2 Archons and 2 Stalkers capable of hitting those air units and Templar Storms, but this is not the fight. Axel, I'm not quite sure this is the engagement he wants. There goes those infested Terrans. But all the same, he's actually plowing through. This big storm does go down, but the Broodlords have retained all their health. And there it goes. One huge volley knocks the Templar out of existence. And Stalkers and Voiders being morphed in here. Yeah,
Inca needs that anti-air out as fast as he can. And HeavOnEarth, look at this creep spread on the left side of the map, just crazy. Just had to note that out really quick. But Broodlords coming to the middle of the map, and keep in mind the Broodlords can just camp over this middle abyss thing and just shoot at those units all day. So Inca going to be backing up, and this is a very interesting game we have in our hands. HeavOnEarth up 123 to 118 supply. Inca scrambling to get some anti-air, and HeavOnEarth is going for it, Jeff.
Yeah, and he's not even trying to expand at this point. Stepping forward, there's a big neuroparasite. Stalker's flanking forward. Inca's wagered all of his existence on this attack right here. The Stalker's trying to get whittled down. Voidray going to work on the Broodlords. Is it enough?
Inka's got it.
And I think Inka might come out on top. Here comes a swell of Zerglings, but everything's evaporating. It's really too close to call, but one of the Broodlords is close to death. And I think Inka will come out on top here.
Wow, Inka holding off that attack. What it came down to was the lack of anti that Void Ray. So instrumental in that battle with 5 kills. You may scoff, but all those Broodlords, pretty penny, Jeff.
And I think that took the wind out of the sails of the Zerg player for right now. I mean, he's just now going to take his 3rd base. Main is completely mined out. Inka's urging forward. Too many Zealots to deal with. And without any Broodlords, there's no girth to the Zerg army. He's just got nothing to really start pushing back on this Protoss army.
Yeah, and Inka coming forward to the natural expansion. HeavOnEarth has 2 Infestors and 2 Wings in production. That's not going to be enough to deal with this. He does have some Infestors lurking at the 3rd. And I don't know, this is not looking good for HeavOnEarth. Inka may be on the verge of advancing to the Grand Finals, Jeff.
Yep, and he's even morphing in units on the high ground above the 1 base that HeavOnEarth is mining from. HeavOnEarth does not want to leave this game. His entire life in this tournament depends on victory here, but Inka will not be deterred, pushing forward now into the main base, also starting to lay siege to the 1 mining base. HeavOnEarth, you played a beautiful game, but it looks like today is the day of the Protoss as Inka is trashing up that main base, and with these cannons morphing on that high ground and Templar gathering energy, I think it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, Broodlord going to get high ground vision, throwing up some infested Terrans. Do some damage. I'm not sure if you can... Oh, nice storm going down onto those infested Terrans. They're going to die incredibly quickly. Meanwhile, the main is being ravaged by Inka. More infested Terrans coming up there. A storm going onto the mineral line. Drone's trying to run away, but yeah, Inka up a 117 to 52 supply. All those Zealots being warped in. Jeff, it's looking really good for Inka.
Broodlords are really good, but just having 1 Broodlord on the map, probably not good enough. This siege will be destroyed, but at what cost? 21 drones. I mean, I want to make it sound like the Zerg has a chance, but honestly, it's doomed. And here it comes. Storm's going down. Infestors trying to skedaddle out of the way. They don't have any energy. Throwing down the beach balls. But Inka's attacking from all angles, and Inka seems to be everywhere at once. That's it for HeavOnEarth. GG.
And there's the GG. Give it up for Inka.
Wow. And that game was absolute bonkers. But ladies and gentlemen, a champion will be crowned today. We're going to have State versus Inka in just a few moments.
Best of 5.
Okay. So because State won the winners bracket, he's never lost a best of 3 here. Inka's going to have to beat him in 2 best of 3s, so that'll be the format. State has to win 1 best of 3, and Inka has to win 2. So just so people are clear.
Oh, it's 2 best of 3s?
Yes.
So no best of 5.
What's that?
So no best of 5.
2 best of 3s.
Huh. Excuse me for misspeaking. Quick thanks to our sponsors of this event, AT&T, NVIDIA, Twitch TV, TT Esports, Red Bull, said a little more slowly, so you can understand. Definitely support those sponsors. Gonna have an interview, I heard? Okay. Look out for that. And there is Inka. Round of applause for Inka.
Huh? I thought you were dead in that last game.
Wanted Gaming. Pretty cool team.
3 base Broodlords are really hard. I was just saying hard, but it was